right, Chris, what are we doing today?
Incline bench press,
Yes.
chest
good.
fly,
Yes.
cable
yes,
crossover.
Good. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about how I'm doing weightlifting and bodybuilding and splitting them both up. I like to think of training in 3 different modalities: strength training, bodybuilding, and weightlifting. And those can be similarly put up against the conjugate style of training: repetition effort, maximum effort, and dynamic effort. And when I think of weightlifting, I look at it like practice, and I think a lot of people misconstrue weightlifting and strength training, because Olympic weightlifting is a sport. So for me, when I go do Olympic weightlifting, I'm practicing that sport. And then if I want to make changes in my body, I go and do bodybuilding. So I can do them both at the same time. So basically what I'm doing here with Chris is a bodybuilding session. We're doing incline bench. We're going to do incline barbell bench. All pretty light stuff. I think this is like 70 pounds here. But we're trying to control the eccentric on every rep. Jesus, Chris. Zooming in on that woman. And you can see we're working out at the honey bucket again. But yeah, like I was saying, guys, it's nice to have Chris to work out with, just to do bodybuilding bro stuff. And the coolest thing about these bodybuilding sessions is that they're like a really good primer for later in the day. Like, we'll get to the gym at about 8:30 and we'll do this workout, and then I'll go home, do some work, eat some lunch, and then I'll get ready for weightlifting training, which will happen usually in like late afternoon, maybe early evening. And I'll feel really good going into weightlifting training. I don't feel any fatigue from this session. And you guys will see, when I'm doing the weightlifting, it's just a practice thing for me. It's a feel thing. I'm trying to get volume. And it is really fun to have kind of these lower expectations and high standards with both of these things. My goal is to put on more size currently. I'm eating a lot more. I'm doing a lot more bodybuilding sessions. And I'm trying to get ready for this movie role. This is no joke. I'm putting in a lot of time and effort. This is a 2-a-day session, and I could honestly say I'll probably do this 2 or 3 more times this week alone. Usually I will separate out my strength training sessions. So I'll do squats, deadlifts, bench presses for heavier weights, and I'll do them completely separate with no other sessions in the day. And that's how I like doing it. So, the best thing for me would be bodybuilding in the morning, weightlifting at night on Monday, and then on a Tuesday, just strength training, maybe practicing some weightlifting alongside it, and then Wednesday back to bodybuilding and weightlifting, so on and so forth. It's been really great, and I've been able to manage it pretty well. It's like the bodybuilding offers this like recovery. It's hard to explain. I feel this like recovery gains from it, and I feel really warm and like energized, and I'm ready to go through my day. And then I get to weightlifting and I don't feel so bad. So yeah, and guys, look, my arm, it's getting a little bigger. You guys keep teasing me on my biceps size, and I don't know, they look like they're coming in pretty good.
Go on, Z, dig in.
Pretty good.
Come on.
Pretty. If you guys know Curb Your Enthusiasm, good. Yeah, so that was the bodybuilding session with Chris. It's, like I said, it's really fun just to have him to go do that with. And then here we are, weightlifting session. So I just like to do some sets with flat feet, but I'm just doing it with 50 here. But today what I'm doing is called a Snatch Complex. It was coined by Alexei Tarakty. And that is a snatch plus overhead squat plus snatch grip push press plus overhead squat. And this is a very, very effective complex for myself, because the snatch pull, like the length I have to pull the bar all the way up there, is so big that if I want to do more work in this overhead position, and I drop the bar and I have to pull again, I have to waste a lot of energy. And what I'm looking for, guys, is fitness in this overhead position. And not fitness in the sense of like, you know, breathing really hard and getting cardio. It's like my ability to maintain this rigidity in this really compromised position and all of the angles of this compromised position. So what I do, you know, I get the bar overhead and I'm fast forwarding through this, but the time under tension, the movement throughout that, throughout the overhead squat, it really helps me and prepares me for future sessions. I constantly complain to you guys about not having the fitness necessary to catch the bar and do what I want in snatching. So this is what I'm doing as the answer to that. I think I show a full set here without fast forwarding, but either way, yeah, here's 100 kilos. Pretty solid rep. Yeah, we fast forward through that. That's all right. Now we get to not goal weight, but this is like my check. This is what I really wanted today. 110. Yeah, and I got it. Which pretty excited about this. Push press was fine. Overhead squat was fine. Gaining fitness in that position. So I debated whether or not I was going to put this in and show you guys, but this is a horrible rep. And you can see, not excited about it. So I went and YOLO sent it and did 125. This is typical for me. Let's just break down my setup and start. We'll go back to that. You can see here, I crouch down. My heels are off the floor. I get in that really compensated position. Put my heels down. Breathe in, lift, lower, and I go. A little bobble there, but whatever. I was going to do a single, but I decided why not just do the Tarakti complex at 125. So this was good. It was really good for me. Tough grind on the push press there, and then overhead squat. Good session. Really happy with how that went. So now I'm doing clean triples. And again, guys, I don't have fitness. I don't have enough volume in the clean. So I'm just doing clean triples here. And I'm going to take, you know, decent sized jumps. In my mind already, I'm thinking, okay, I just want to get a triple at 130. And if I can get a triple at 130, I'll have felt like I did enough practicing today. So let's see what jump we go to next. 90. Okay. So 90 kilos. And my setup position is a little bit different here in the clean. I don't feel like I need to set up with that deep crouch. So you can see I'll approach the bar. I get my knees forward as I go grab the bar. So that's a big cue for me, I think. Knees come forward and I grab the bar. Big breath, lift, lower, and go. Try to keep it simple. And there's the second and third rep. Now to 120, same thing. Knees forward as I come down. Lift, lower, go. And fast forward through that. So here is 130, and this is like, all right, you know, this is what I came here for. This is what I want to get. Get that out of the way. Pretty solid first rep. Nothing wrong there. I'd say same thing. Good set. So now I'm basically like, you know, all this other stuff is bonus. Let's do a single at 140. See how that goes. I loved the sound of that lift. That was a good lift right there. And then 150. This is heavy for me these days. I know, it's pathetic. Little grindy. But we got it. That's how I'm splitting it up. Weightlifting and bodybuilding. Maybe you can take those, you know, if you have the time, take these ideas into your own training and get better, get bigger, get stronger. I'll see you guys in the next video.